Welcome to the deep dive.
All right, so you ever just feel like you're stuck, like on one of those hamster wheels, just grinding away, but are you actually going anywhere?
Yeah. In marketing, we call that the grind, right?
It is the grind. And sometimes, I'll be honest, it feels like a treadmill, a really, really boring one.
A treadmill you can't get off of.
Exactly. But I was reading this thing, and apparently the treadmill itself, it actually has a really kind of a surprising history.
Oh, that's right. I'd forgotten about that.
So for this deep dive, we're going back in time, way back. We've got some historical sources and some more recent articles and studies. And basically the mission here is to figure out, can looking at the history of the treadmill actually help us reframe how we think about the marketing grind? And maybe even like make it a little less soul-crushing.
I love it. Sounds fascinating.
So get this. In the 1800s, in British prisons, they actually used treadmills as a form of punishment.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Prisoners would literally spend hours walking on these giant treadmills. Can you imagine?
No way. That's brutal.
I know. It's like the opposite of how we use them today, right?
Totally. Nowadays, it's all about getting those steps in, improving your fitness. It's almost a symbol of personal progress.
Right. So how did this crazy contraption go from prison punishment to, Peloton influencer?
Well, it's a long story, but the interesting part for our purposes is that shift, right? The way the perception of the treadmill totally transformed. And that, I think, is what we can learn from when it comes to marketing.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Explain this to me.
So instead of seeing the grind as this horrible, monotonous thing, what if we looked at it kind of like the modern treadmill? Yeah, it takes effort, you got to sweat a little, but ultimately it's moving you forward towards your goals.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So embrace the grind, don't dread it.
Exactly. Because consistent effort, it gets results, just like exercise leads to fitness, consistent marketing leads to growth. You just got to change your perspective a bit.
Okay, I like that. But mindset shifts. They're easier said than done, right? Our research mentions setting clear goals as a way to reframe the grind.
Oh, absolutely. Setting goals is crucial. But it's not just about having those big, audacious goals. It's about breaking them down, right, into those smaller, more manageable milestones.
So, instead of freaking out about launching a whole new product line, focus on, say, writing an awesome email campaign for it.
Exactly. Or, I don't know, designing a killer landing page. Celebrate those wins along the way, those small victories. It keeps the momentum going, right?
It's true. When you hit a milestone, it feels good. And those little wins, they keep you going. Just like those endorphins after a good workout.
Yes. And speaking of motivation, our research actually went into the psychology of all this. Apparently, people who view challenges, not as obstacles, but as opportunities, as a chance to grow, they tend to be more successful.
So you're saying when that campaign doesn't quite hit the mark, or when we, hit a wall creatively, that's the time to channel that growth mindset.
Exactly. It's not a failure. It's data. It's a chance to learn and get better.
So much of marketing, it really is about experimenting and trying things out and seeing what works.
It is. And when you embrace that, the grind starts to feel a little less like a grind and more like this process of discovery,
Yeah.
You're testing things out, learning, getting closer to what works.
This is really making sense to me. So it's not just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about staying motivated, and it's about having that growth mindset to keep you going, even when things get tough.
You got it. And just to leave you with something to think about, how can you apply this whole idea of reframing the grind, not just to your marketing, but to other parts of your life? What areas could you use a little perspective shift in? Where could you see consistent effort, not as a chore, but as a path to growth?
That's a good one. Something to ponder.
Food for thought.
All right. And that is it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone.
Step right up, we're diving in. Marketing tales from where to when. Curious facts that make you grin. Welcome, friends, let's begin. From lost campaigns to clever schemes, broken dreams and wild extremes, the lessons learned through all extremes. Truth is stranger than it seems. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near, the lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Marketing myths and legends bold, stories better than gold. Every tale is retold in ways you've never been told. From the quirky ads gone haywire to campaigns that catch fire, every story to admire. Tune in and let's aspire. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near, lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Campaigns to clever schemes, broken dreams and wild extremes, the lessons learned through all extremes. Truth is stranger than it seems. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near, lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near, lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear.